for a purse, disgusting what do for the clout. I'm one of the realest, the real ones could vouch. They thought I was done, but all I doubt, you gotta pay my next around. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner, get to you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't here in my CD. Made it out of the trenches. Just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy, I blow the whole budget on me, that's on me, I'm conceited. Treaty, nah, that ain't how we treat it. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put the in it sound like I'm knee-deep, I'm like, oh, you too needy. Me and HB going Juvie and BG, they gotta put my face on the box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they competing, salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me. I'm going TM 101 cheesy, and plus they got D2 on repeat. I'm with the love of my life for like 3 weeks, cause that's all I needed. She wanna go on a trip and retreat, but I'm sorry, I never retreated. I set the bar so high that you might as well leave it. I'm going undefeated, I've broken the system, had to breach it, that's mission impossible, mission completed. Salute when you see me.
Yeah, I got the heart of a god and a genie. I want you to love me, I want you to need me. When I this face is feeding, I gotta get back to the hood. I remember when I was the
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. Taylor's got the first down and more. And down to the 16-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a give to Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He will push his way down to about the 14. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Wentz. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. Badgley's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game. And
that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Able to fight through one tackle. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Throw on 3rd down. He completes this to Russell Gage. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down. Here's Patterson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down now. It's Patterson, and he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They run with Patterson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and run for it. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They turn to Taylor on 4th, and he is going to have the 1st down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a 1st down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you dispute it a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more, and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
No, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. After the interception, here's Ryan. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Patterson on the carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Ryan to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Hayden Hurst, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe. So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit. Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Wentz's throw here pulled in by Hilton. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. 2nd and 6. Here's Wentz to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. Now after the sack, Wentz and the Colts, they're left looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Trying to lay one up deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 15. When you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down. Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for... And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Here's Smith to return it. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And his throw here's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Ryan. He's got his man Sharp complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Once more, they turn to Patterson. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd down, Patterson, and he's got enough for the 1st across midfield to the 48.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st down, it's Patterson, and he stopped immediately there. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. He's got a man. It's Tajay Sharp. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, it's Patterson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cordarrelle Patterson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They do go for it. It's Wentz. Caught left side by Hilton. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? On first down, Wentz. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the...
On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. As a quarterback, Charles, you have to imagine that he knew that heat was coming there on that snap. And this time, the pressure forces him into an interception.
Absolutely he knew. And maybe that's a spot in other parts of the game.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 42. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, a 2-score contest and still time left. Here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, 41 yards. And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot.
Cordero Patterson.
Oh, yeah, that's how we do it.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front.
But that makes this a two-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. On play action, it's Wentz. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The offense on third down tonight, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. And Pascal's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly.
And some room to work. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the delay, here's Hines. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 39.
50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
The Colts on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Throws this one right side to Pascal. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Wentz now to throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Into the red zone. Wentz to the goal line, but it's incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
On 3rd down, it's Taylor. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
So up comes Wentz as he and the guys on offense here will go for 2. Wentz going to look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Yeah, that's true. You've said that before. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now Ryan on 1st down. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted.
Picked off at the 13.
And the Colts are right back in this football game.
Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. One final try now for Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And the Falcons come up with a late turnover. But so that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.